Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RRF1 season finale for the Monday division around Abu Dhabi. The championship, as it stands, is sealed up. The P2 hasn't turned up yet. I don't think he will be, so I think Spread has wrapped up the championship. We have with us the Dark Mark back in the comms box with us. Welcome back.
I'm not here.
Okay, the Dark Mark is not here, but his mic is echoing. So if you could sort that out, please.
We are checking.
We are checking.
Not a lot I can do about an echoey mic.
No, it's alright now. Okay. So 18 in. We were expecting 20, but 18 still decent.
May have 19 in a sec because I saw the Shrews jumped in.
That name does ring a bell.
Yeah, he has raced
before. Who it is though. So, who's going to be the first driver out?
Obviously, a few people have jumped in tonight from the Wednesday division to fill it out.
Even in Mark, even in Ryan, aka Mushroom Man, the man who changes his name a lot.
But he wouldn't be right. He wouldn't be Ryan Moore if he didn't do that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I forget half of his names that he's been, and I've only been in this sort of environment for about 2 years.
Oh, got an Alpine and Aston Martin race on an outlet.
Love that. Davis first out on track. I'm going to turn the game sound down to my ear a little bit. That's a bit loud. Much better. Yeah. I think this season's gone quite quick, to be fair.
It has. It does feel like it's gone quite quick, but in all fairness, I'm glad it has because it means the end of this game. You know what I mean?
It does. It's a bit annoying that we've got a race on Saturday after the game comes out tomorrow, but Wednesday, I mean.
Yeah.
But hey, I've still got P2 to fight for. You can help me, I suppose, can't you? As we're teammates.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can do.
Go into the last race of the season with an 8-point lead on P3 as Davis invalidates.
Yeah, that's hopefully only his outlap though.
Yeah, it is. And a Davis and then an Aston Martin or someone will be the order.
Davies is starting his now. I think that's Fritz Trick behind.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Davies has actually got a... Is it Bright?
An Alpha by the looks of it.
Alpha man.
Keeps out of the way nicely.
Ewan.
I bet it does. I haven't bothered swapping my time zones to actually play the new game. I'll play it tomorrow once I'm back from work. Actually, I'm on a half day, so I'll play it when I'm back. Still when I'm back from work, but a lot earlier, which will be good. I'm expecting good things. Not touching it until after your last race, I presume.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
It's probably a smart idea. I'm not sure what the times are like here. I know I've raced it quite a few times over the past couple of weeks, but
we literally raced it yesterday.
You did Friday, I did Tuesday division in PRF1.
That's it, Friday, yeah.
I can't remember what I got into. Potentially early 24s, late 23s. I can't quite remember.
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember.
There's some quick guys in this division.
I've slept and got pissed since then, so.
As have I. we had an important admin meeting on Saturday.
24/7. 24/7 for Davies. I think Fritz Trick's either gone in the pits or dropped it.
I think, yeah, he's gearing up for another one by the looks of things. There's a Haas in front of him. Schmidty.
We have got Mushroom Man on the lap as well.
Schmidty invalidates on the penultimate corner. Very unfortunate for him. Got a fast approaching Mercedes of Mushroom Man, yeah. 25.5 for him. We've got an AlphaTauri Goomba. No. Dre's who's gonna start one now. Bakey also on an outlap.
Got the Reza coming round.
Yeah, this man's got some good pace in him when he wants it. Oh, it's just shy of Davis.
Mercedes.
Icebreaker. I think Goomba is the man. It's
actually a sort of warm-up lap still.
See what Goomba can do. It's a 25.7. Sits in behind Mushroom Man. The Shrews, but's hi mate, I've joined the lobby. You're more than welcome to select a car, mate. Your name rings a bell to me and the Dart Mark. Yeah, you're more than welcome to select a car and go ahead. Yeah, Mad Mark, I think there was a low 23s either on Friday or Tuesday, I can't quite remember. It's expected, there's some good pace in both divisions. No worries, Shrews. More the merrier. I think that's Fritz
exactly.
Coming round.
Last race of the season, you know what I mean? It's
Fritz Strick into the pits, so Akadre.
Yeah, Dre going round.
25.2. P3 for him. Got the other Aston Martin. Bakey. A resident Saturday driver. And a 28.2 for him in P6. And I thought Goomba was holding up these Red Bulls, but he's given way to them actually. Atkins out in front, invalidates a Scott. Takes an odd line into the final corner. It's a 25.9 for him. I think that's that Icebreaker. Icebreaker into the pits. Ewan's coming round. The man in front of him.
He's just starting a lap.
Shaggy obviously being a resident Wednesday driver joining us. Obviously, as Mark mentioned at the beginning, we'll watch Ewan's time, 25.2. Mark mentioned at the beginning, for the final race of the season, we have allowed divisions to cross over for the final race. So obviously Wednesday guys in here and then Monday guys in the Wednesday race. Just to fill the numbers up, make the final race of the season interesting. Got Haas behind Dre. Schmidty, who's on an outlap. And then Bakey will be coming in.
Got the Red Bull behind him.
I think Scott will be coming in as well.
Yeah, I think he's on the in lap, yeah.
A72 is invalidated behind them. Ewan will be coming in. Shaggy is next.
Yep.
See what he can do in the Alfa Romeo. Oh, runs really wide.
Run a bit wide there.
Doesn't invalidate, must have lifted off. Or a little glitch in the game. Right on the edge there. And Dre's retired on track.
That's on track.
And Atkins has hit him, I think. And he's got an unfortunate 5-place grid penalty. Yeah, Atkins has collided into his crashed car. The skinned Shaggy goes into P8 with a 27 flat. Oh, and Shaggy's round. He's lost his front wing, but he completed a lap.
That's the Ninja coming in.
Oh, wow. Shaggy's been disqualified for blocking the pit entry.
Blocking the pit lane. Yeah.
So unfortunate.
Shrews is retired, so I think he's just going to start at the back.
That's just coming out the pits as well. I think Shrew may have hit him. Oh, man.
Oh, no, yeah. Shrews has crashed coming out the pits.
I think there might have been a bit of a contact. Shaggy lost it and Shrews went into him.
Oh, no.
This is the last race of this division, guys. We've just got to deal with it for another hour or so. Shrews is from TSD, isn't he?
No.
No, it doesn't ring a bell from TSD. He has raced in here before.
He has, but I'll tell you where Shrews, as far as I know, has been plying his trade. He's been plying his trade over at TIR, I believe.
TIR. Icebreaker's going to gear up for his lap here. I think Scott is as well. No, into the pits for one of the Red Bulls. Atkins. Still a few drivers to set some times here, but I think we've got to have a good 7 to 8 minutes left. Oh.
Right,
Yeah,
so
mine Mark
who's
says the
next?
same shoes from TIR, yeah.
Yeah. I actually raced with Shrews in RRF1 for RRF1 and TIR sort of split, if you know what I mean. And me and Shrews had a really good battle one season for a championship, and he made the move over and I didn't follow, because I haven't raced with him for a little while.
Goomba!
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I haven't raced with him for a little while, but he's always been a decent driver. He's always been fair.
Oh, Goomba. Gordon Bennett.
See how he hit that bollard and it didn't even fall over.
He was proper bouncing over those curves as well. It looked like the car was going to flip over. We've got Aston Martin of Fritzstrick. We just lost it through there. Icebreaker P4, 25.3. The Williams of Hybrid Knight has started as well, yeah. Well, I made 0 corners. Shaggy killed me. Yeah, I thought that was what happened. Lost it just towards the pit exit, and the rest is history.
Spread, he's out on his outlap.
See, Goomba's probably going to gear up for another one. Yeah.
Yeah. Icebreaker just finished one.
Mushroom Man's on the lap. He'll be next, I think. There's an Alpha Tire in front of him. That's Goomba, yeah.
Yeah,
I think Mushroom Man actually just set improvement the lap before that we missed. But it looks like his fuel light's flashing. Yeah, he's into the pits. Fritzstrick's going to go for another. A72's behind him, so we'll go with A72 and then Hyper Igniter. You can jump out and join back in, I believe, Shrews. Just obviously make sure you're back in before the end of Q3. Otherwise, you won't be able to pick a sort your pressures and setup and all that malarkey out. Hyper Igniter. It's 35 seconds up. I'd expect him in the top 5 here. There he goes, P4, 25 flat. Spreads approaching. Potential pole sitter here for Q1. Championship leader. There he is. Stroudley's out on his lap finally, and so is Atkins. He's going to be gearing up for one now.
Out that, Ferrari.
He'll be coming in, I presume.
Yeah, coming in. Hyper Ignite has just done a lap, so he will be coming in. And overtaken by an Alpine of Tom, I think. I think Tom might be next.
He will get a bit of a aerial view from him in that Alpine. Mushroom Man saying the braking points are much different on this to the new game. No spoilers. So we're going to be saying bye to 3 drivers, I believe. Is it, would it be 3 or 4? Because Shaggy's obviously disqualified.
Shaggy's disqualified. Shrews obviously is crashed. So be 2.
Yeah.
At the moment, where Tom and Atkins get a time on the board, it could potentially be the 2 Aston Martins in trouble.
It's Tom, 25.1, comfortably in P6. spread will be coming back in. I believe it might be Atkins next, who is in the danger zone. Mad Mark's prediction for the race: spread, Greza, Shroudy. Not a bad call. I think Hype Igniter might be up there if he stays out of any incidences.
There is quite a few quick drivers in there. I mean, Smitty's quick.
25,
Ewan's quick.
1 for Atkins, B7. Yeah, Ewan. He's got his medium selected. Bakey's on a lap.
I think it's on an outlap. Haas, Smitty on an outlap. I think it might actually be Bakey next.
Keep on board with Bakey in the Aston Martin. Do you prefer this track's new layout compared to the old one? It's obviously
Yeah, I do prefer this layout.
All Bakey runs wide.
Same as the as Catalonia, Spain. I actually prefer the new layout on that as well. Once they actually bring in the last corner change as well, I think it'd be spot on.
Obviously, the chicane adds a little difference, I suppose. You make a mistake leading up to the main straight, cause you time.
Yeah.
Bakey doesn't lose position, does improve though. He's got enough fuel, potentially could save and go for another one, but I doubt it.
Scott just coming in. Oh, Bakey's just lost it. Ooh.
I think that'll be it for Bakey. Ewan's out on the mediums. Boomber's back out.
Surprise bit of pace last night from Goomba in TSD.
It was, to be fair, especially in qualifying.
Yeah.
Still wasn't quicker than me though.
Very quick trick.
Looks like a fairly clean lap so far. We're at 25.6 P11. 3 tenths between P14 and 11.
Goomba is gearing up. Oh no, where's he coming in?
He's into the pits. Bakey, I think he's left his ERS on. Or he's turned it off a bit too late.
He lost it at sort of turn 2, turn 3, didn't he?
He's going for it again though. Is Schmidty going to get round in time? Don't think he will. Oh, it could have been close, you know, if he tried.
Yeah, might have been close.
Scott's on 1, currently P13.
Yep. Scott's always on 1.
His connection's always on 1.
Yeah. No.
No. Oh, spread's left. Speaking of devil, 4/10 improvement from Scott. P11. Everyone's dropping out. Well, 2 people are dropping out.
Hyper Igniter was cosplay, isn't he?
Hyper is not. Who's just improved there? Ewan on the medium is 24.9. Not too shabby.
I'm going back in.
Spread back in. There we go.
Bakey's invalidated, so he's coming in. That's it.
Will Schmidty drop behind Drake because of... See, I still...
No.
No. Okay. So, there's qualifying done. Try and unplug your mic again, mate. Qualifying over and done with. Just waiting for Bakey's car to be pulled in. And then we'll run you through the guys who are through to Q2.
Lost quite a few of the reserves in Q1.
You have. So, championship leader takes the top position with Davis and Greza P3. A72 surprisingly up there. Don't mean that in a horrible way. Then Ewan in on the mediums, the 24.9 and P5. And as you can see, the top 10 there. But we do say bye to Mr. Dre, Baz, Bakey, Shrews, and Skin Shaggy. So we've lost 5 drivers.
Lost out on 5 because of the DNFs.
I didn't see Baz DNF unless he didn't go out again.
If he did. Not sure.
Robbo, I'm cheering on everyone apart from Spread tonight. The shithouse. Ooh. I mean, it would be funny if Plum miraculously just appears, starts from the back, Spread DNFs, and Plum wins the championship. That would be very funny.
There is space.
There is. There's one space. Robbo, you're more than welcome to join if you want in, mate. Obviously, you'll be starting from the back, but if you're not doing anything. So, Q2 has started. I'm going to wait for one of the drivers to come out. He's working. Boo.
There's a Mercedes and a Red Bull on the move.
Ewan as well. Ewan is going to be first out. I was on board with him as well. My teammate for PRF1 as it stands is going to be Big D.
Is it?
Yes.
Next season?
Next season.
An unfair team?
Nah. Big D's much quicker than me.
You're both about the same pace as me.
Look, if you've got any problems, speak to your admin. One of them being Big D. I'm joking.
That's the admin power and all that.
Do you know what, Bakey? You are spectating, but you can go for a brew. You can have a massive shit if you really need to, you know what I mean? You ain't got to worry about getting back in time, getting out. Mad Mark, everyone message Plum now, get him in.
Wouldn't that be funny?
I don't think anyone likes Spread here. I don't.
We just don't want him doing domestic treble, you know what I mean?
No. In fact, he didn't join at the beginning of the season either. Quite early on, but...
He did join part of the way through it, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's same Spread's always Spread, isn't he? He's consistent, and that's what gets him up there.
Bakey, the only night I didn't need a shit.
You're starting his lap now then.
So Tom's going to come out in the mediums. So I always think it's a waste. Unless he's selected a different...
We'll go for an onboard with Ewan for this lap.
Let's have it. He's from your neck of the woods. What's that? Inbred land.
On yellows, that's a Mercedes that dropped it. mushroom man that got it.
It's Ewan, and then who's behind? Is that a Ferrari?
Yeah.
Reza, yeah.
Yeah. Ewan Greza Davies.
(24.3) from Ewan. Reza 24.6, and Davis couldn't get to him in time. 25.1. I presume that's probably on scrubs.
Goomba
26.7. We've got a Red Bull as well coming over. Is that Scott?
It's Atkins 26.0.
There we go.
A72 25.8.
Spread is out on a lap. But there's a Mercedes in front. Icebreaker, he's gearing up. As is Fritz Strick, and I think Mushroom Man is as well. So it'll be Mr. Spread.
The hotel. Last couple of corners then. Ran a little bit wide there.
He did. I'll expect mid to late 24s here. And there we go, a late 24. Wouldn't surprise me if it's on scrubs. It's still a good time. We've got a lot of traffic approaching. There's a Williams in front of you. Hybrid Knight is gearing up for one. And I think that might be Davis. And Greza that's probably going to dive in. And then Goomba in as well. Someone's just jumped up there. Tom Stroud here, 26.6 on the mediums. I think he's doing some practice runs here. DRS is turned on now.
Icebreaker next.
.9, P6 for Icebreaker. And then we've got an Aston Martin, a Fritz Strick P5.
Pass.
Maybe Spread coming in, I think. Got to be careful with the pit entry here. You can pick up some stupid warnings, can't you?
Yeah, I got one on Friday. And then I got my last warning in the last couple of corners against Davies, and it lost me position.
Oh no!
Literally, otherwise that would have only been my second warning. That is. Hybrid Igniter gets squirrely.
P6 for Hybrid Igniter.
Oh. Tom just jumped. Or.
It's a great time on the mediums, to be fair. He has to use battery.
Smitty on an outlet.
Scott's just started one as well, and Atkins, his brother, slightly further out. Is that Icebreaker behind Schmitty? It is.
Yeah, he's on in lap, I think.
Mushroom Man's gonna go for one. I think Fritz Strick's coming in.
Yeah, he's run out of fuel pretty quick.
I don't think anyone's on a lap bar Scott. He's just jumped two drivers. I think Atkins is on an outlap and Hybrid Knight is coming in. So Scott, see where he can put himself.
Last corner for Scott then. Goes in with a 25.9.
Just pinches his brother and... Oh, Atkins is out! Oh, he was going to be blocking the pit lane exit anyway. Oh my god, his wheels off and everything. Jump on board the Alpine, you might be able to see it. I'm on board with it on stream.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh, that was a bad accident. Gonna have to claim for whiplash there. So only one Red Bull can get into Q3 here. Scott just outside the top 10. He should get back in time to go for another run. Got Goomba on a lap behind Scott, so we'll keep on board with him. Want to be looking for preferably about a 2-second improvement to be comfortable. Does set a purple middle sector. Goomba, it's not bad, 25.2, P7. Tom into the pits, and we've got a Ferrari. A72 improves to P5 at 24.9 for him. Got Icebreaker, who looks like he's probably going to go for one now. And then I've just noticed Mushroom Man as well, P2, 24.5. You missed that.
Yep. Two Mercedes, yeah, literally.
Icebreaker's,
yeah, Icebreaker's just starting now.
Schmitty looks like he's probably going for one here. Still in the safe spot as it stands.
Hyperigniter.
I think it might be the Mercedes who's next. I think the Alpha of Goomba will be coming in. You might be able to get another run in him if he's quick. On board with Icebreaker, who's P13 at the moment and would be out if the clock stopped.
Yeah, I think Icebreaker is next year.
On other news, I've been playing F1 Manager recently and I'm enjoying it really, but I can see why you can easily fall out of it.
Yeah, it's horrendous.
I haven't paid for it, so that's the only reason why I'm playing it.
Yeah. I like the idea and I like the concept of it, but it's just I just don't like it.
That's fair enough.
Like the physics, like when you're watching
yeah,
the
it's
races,
horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, it just don't look right.
Here's Icebreaker. He's 6. It's a
Oh,
Goomba.
just had a has slam into the wall behind.
That'll be Schmitty. Oh no. In the final corner as well. Zumi's got no front wing, he doesn't.
Surprised he's got any car left, to be fair.
Hyper's 5 temps up. Let's see where he can go. Oh! 24.1.
Top spot.
Next round will be Scott, who's on an out lap. Davis behind, who is in the drop zone at the moment, as is his teammate. Yeah. Well, he's not in the drop zone, but he's almost in the drop zone.
He's on the cusp.
Mushroom Man, I don't know where my lap came from. I'm from deep inside. Your instincts are coming back, mate.
Did he ever have any?
Oh, stop it. Some yellow flags. I think this just guy's slowing down. Icebreaker. Fritz Trick is on a lap behind him.
I don't know if he is on
Low
that.
fuel actually.
Fuel
Never
flashing.
mind, yeah. Right, so Davis is going to come round to cross. He's their line. Schmidty will be coming in. Spreader is on an out lap.
Yep, so that's definitely Smitty out. Atkins is out. So there's only another 2 drivers we're going to lose.
I think it might be Scott next. Goomba's on an out lap.
Scott's slightly improving as it stands.
A72 is invalidated and on an out lap. So yeah, on board with Scott. Half a tenth up through sector 1, even in primal. Hope you're all well. Scott gives up.
Yep, so that's another driver we've lost.
So both the Red Bulls are out, so we'll go on board with Davis, who's just behind. As the Dark Mark said, he's on the cusp at the moment.
As it stands, I think Goomba's just started a lap now, so he needs to improve on this lap, otherwise Goomba is out.
Good to see Goomba in Q3 for the final race of the season.
Yeah, it will be.
Here's Davis. He's got it in him. He showed a great time in Q1. And there's another great time, 24.3. That's it. Well done. So, Spread, who's invalidated. Spread's invalidated. Tom's just started a lap.
Spread's not 100% safer, you know.
He isn't. It's 2 tenths, 3 tenths off P.
Oh no, hang on. Scott's out, so there's only 1, 2, 3 people that have knocked him down. So now the lowest still finishes 10th, so he's safe.
A72 will be on board with us a tenth and a half up, so he would jump. Spread as it stands. See if he can keep the improvement going. It's a fairly close grid, to be fair, Primal.
Yeah, 24/7 for A72.
Ooh, very close. It's the Goomba. Oh, he knocks out Tom, but Tom is on a lap. And he's 4 tenths up.
Yeah, it's going to knock Goomba back down.
Tom can keep it together. He should be safely into Q3. Looks fairly nice at the moment. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he does lose it a little bit. Improves to 24.4. I think he could have been close up there for the top position if he didn't lose it on the final corner. So Davis into the pits, and that is qualifying done. Q2 done, sorry. So we say...
Yeah, Goomba, look how close he was.
I know, 500ths. That's all we needed. Shame Spread got in. I'm going to leave you with the start of Q3. I need to run to the toilet.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Right. So there's the rundown then. And we have to say goodbye in Q2 to TSD Goomba, Scott, Schmidty, and Atkins. So yeah, as was pointed out a little while ago, both the Red Bulls have missed out in Q2, but they always tend to make it up in the race. They're quite a good team, Scott and Atkins. So look to see them making some moves through the field at some point. And then obviously Smitty, as he is a quick driver, he's just got a bit unfortunate tonight. And Goomba, Mr. Consistency himself. You never know what can happen in the race. go then. Let's see who's first on track. I think it's Hyper Igniter. It is. Yeah, Hyper Igniter first out on track then. Don't forget the first points for tonight available in this session. First, second and third. Get 3, 2 and 1 points respectively. Yeah, Hyper Igniter was first out. He's being followed by A72. And I think we've got Tom. Yeah, Tom Stroudy behind A72. Hyper Igniter then is coming around underneath the hotel, gearing up to start his first flying lap for Q3. And here he goes. Misses the apex for turn 1, that's never going to help you. This corner can really catch you out, especially if you touch that inside curve a bit too much. And your first changed corner for this track, long sweeping left-hander. You've got the long straight that he's going down now. Foot to the floor, obviously. You see him sort of close to about 205, something like that. 206, yes. Just over 205. Nearly misses his braking point for that corner, but managed to save it well. And we've got the second DRS zone here. Up to the next changed corner for this track. Then we've got the double right-hander going into hotel section. Again, that double right-hander can really catch you out sometimes. If you get that little bit of oversteer, it can throw you right off. Manages to keep the car between the white lines. Last couple of corners then. Round the corner for Hyper Igniter, and he goes in with a 24.3 to start us off in Q3. A72 manages a 24.6. Mushroom Man a 25.0, and then Stroudy with a 29.7. So you can imagine he's probably had a bit of a situation in that lap. Davies goes in with a 24.8. Ewan up to the line, 24.3 in that. Only just, it's like 7,000 slower than Hyper Igniter. That's really close between them two for the provisional pole in this session. And Greza takes that away with a 24.0.
I'm missing some of these times here, sorry. Who's next? That's Spread. It will be.
Got to be trying to push for a slightly better position. And
Go.
here goes 23.9.
Into the 23s.
872 is in the pits. So we're not going to see either of the newly crowned AlphaTauri Constructors' Championship cars on track in Q3.
No, it's a bit disappointing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's the Wednesday boys that have carried that team this season, you know what I mean?
It is. And you can't fault them for their season's performance.
No.
It's been brilliant.
I think Fritz Trick is on at that. No, well, no, he's not really, but no, he's in an inlet.
Sorry if I've missed any chats in the stream, guys. I was using the lavatory.
So the only guy on track now is Spread, but again, it's an inlet for him.
Primal says P1 spread, 2 Ewan and Stroudy third. That's his prediction.
Now everyone's sat in the pits.
We're all going to flood out in about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, I'd say. What's your opinion on this track? Do you have one, or?
I don't mind it, so I like the changes. The changes they've made have improved it, I think. I'm never really a big fan of chicanes and stuff like that. And the ones that were on this track, they weren't nice ones.
No. I can't even remember the layout towards the end of Sector 2, not on the old track, if I'm honest.
So it was a chicane after the second DRS straight. It was a left-right chicane, or left-right-left. And then there was another little left kink that brought you down to the double right-hander.
Right.
Fritz Trick's now out on track.
Mad Mark agrees with you. Oh, your opinion on this track?
Yeah. It's definitely much better now. As I say, it's like the Spanish one. They got rid of chicanes and stuff like that. It's just made it so much better. There's another track they could really improve on as well. That's the Monaco Grand Prix. The way they could improve that is by taking it off the calendar.
That will never leave the calendar, though.
Unfortunately not. The thing is, the cars are just way too big for that track now.
Yeah, they are.
Recently I've watched some classic races around there, like even going back as far as like 2009, and the cars were like half the size of these cars, and you could actually overtake around there. Whereas now, like when these cars are going down the track, they take up over half the width of the track. You know, it's just no space. It's just silly. Go then, Fritz Trick starting his last flyer in Q3.
Another track they could remove off the calendar.
If you say Canada, I will actually come and slap you.
I was going to say calendar, I just think it's just wank. It really is. I'm actually tempted not to watch the Grand Prix. Oh, Fritz Trick!
That's that inside curb.
Yeah, he may want to get off
Careful.
the line a little bit. He's alright. As I was saying, I may not even watch the Grand Prix this weekend, you know. That's how much I hate it.
I'm definitely watching it this weekend.
A72. Not.
In all fairness, there has been, it's Fritz Trick that span. A72 is an outlet.
I think Hyper Ignite will be the next guy. Maybe the other.
No, Hyper Ignite is still an outlet.
I mean, next guy to set a time. I mean, it will be Hyper Igniter. I think.
A72 is an outlet, yeah. So he's very close to his teammate, to be fair.
Keep on ball with Hyper at the moment. There is a fast Alpine coming. Davis and Tom are both on outlaps, so yeah, we'll stick with Igniter.
23.997 is the time to beat set by Master Squared.
Igniter's a 10th up through Sector 1. I think the quickest I've gone round is probably a 24.1, I think, or flat. Potentially, if I remember. Don't think I've ever touched the 23s. So Hyper Ignite approaches the end of Sector 2, and he's just up by a tenth still, slightly below a tenth. Currently
Not
only
enough,
looking...
Yeah, not enough to improve his position.
Stay where he is, yeah. Still following through Sector 3.
See what he can do in Sector 3 then.
Here he goes. Oh, it's a massive improvement. There we go. Who's next? We've got Ferrari of...
That's thrown down the gauntlet, isn't it?
A72, slightly up, no improvement.
Position though.
Reza's down on his time. And there is it, an improvement.
So it does improve. He's just in front of Spread now.
Here we go.
Davies.
Spread does not improve enough to jump up. On board with Davies is 4 tenths. 7 tenth improvement. Mushroom Man.
24-0.
On board with Ewan. This man's got it in him. And there he goes, P3. So you knock Spread off the top 3. Tom, Icebreaker didn't come out in Q3. Let's see where Tom can go. Be a huge improvement. Oh, 24 flat, very close. And that's qualifying done. Tom from P5, well P6 to the top was 2 temps, if that, just over 2 temps. Very, very close. I don't think anyone guessed Ignite Greza Ewan.
I think Hyper Ignite did put a little teaser in the chat earlier on saying it would be a win for him tonight. So he's obviously confident around here.
Icebreaker said he wants to see a win tonight from Hyper Igniter.
I was going to say he will see a win. I don't know who it will be by, but someone will win. No, stop it.
Right, let's get Hyper's car in the pits, and we are...
Done.
That was evening, Tom.
Copyright, Twitch don't like it.
Very interesting qualifying, and very close.
Tom repping the Wednesday boys there.
Love to see it. And if in all honesty, I don't think that's Fritzrich's quickest time, so I don't think that second and a bit gap between the grid is correct. I think Fritzrich's probably got more in him there. But yeah, Hyper Igniter on pole position with Greza P2 and Ewan P3. They all score extra points in qualifying. Spread P4 not ideal for him, but he's pretty much sealed the championship up with Plum not turning up tonight. As Dark Mark said, Tom P5 repping the Wednesday boys, Mushroom Man, Davis, A72, Fritz Strick and Icebreaker complete the top 10. And we now have a 5-minute break from once we all load in. A message will be put in all chats so we're all aware of the time to go. But Mr. Goomba will obviously ready up on time, so don't ready up until you need to. So Sorry, mate. Who's near the back? I'll show you. So there's the bottom half of the grid. Sorry, mate. Oh, let me turn the stream down. We don't need to hear me. Okay, so Hyper Igniter leads him out on the formation lap. Let's have a look at the tyre choices. Shaggy, the only person in the whole grid starting on the hards. So there's something interesting for you. Excuse me. Fritztrick is disqualified. I'm not sure if he's... what's happened there, but he'll be starting on the grid with cold tyres. Excuse me. There's an Alpine round of Tom Shoudy.
See, Fritztrick's disqualified.
He is. Not sure what happened. Hyper Igniter is round the final corner. We'll get ready to line his car up into the grid box. It does look cloudy, you are right, to be fair.
Did Shrews get back in?
He is, P17.
He actually got back into the lobby, yeah?
Yeah. I see him joining the end of towards the end of Q2. Unless he lagged out again, I'm not sure, or backed out again. But we just wait for Atkins to get in the box. Scott disqualified, misses his grid box. Jump on board with Spread for the race start.
Spread.
So, 5 red lights.
Season finale.
Away we go now for the season finale of the Monday division. Spread gets a decent start, but on the other hand, Ewan.
4 wide into turn 1.
Oh God, Ewan goes round the outside, up into P1 for Ewan. Tom jumps Spread. So moving towards the back, Shrews and Shaggy. Icebreaker's up to P7 now. Keep on board with Tom.
Spread on his inside.
Spread's up the inside. Can I get a better camera angle, please? No, that's not good. We'll go on board.
Swapping places.
With Mushroom Man. Tom and Grez are getting quite close there. What a race start for you, and that was. Pulled a second gap on these guys.
Looking at Hyper. Grez are looking at Hyper.
It's a movement towards the back. Baz and Akadre side by side. Fritztrick, sorry. Go back up to Mushroom Man. It was a yellow flag.
Scott dropped it.
Looks like he's going to join safely just in front of Bakey. There's lap 1 done.
That's lap 1. We can actually have a look at some gaps.
I think close to range. Maybe. Spread and Tom.
It's all still quite close. It's all still quite close, to be fair.
Stick on board with Spread and Tom. Oh, Tom's flew into the wall.
Gone.
I think he got caught on the curb there, and Tom is out. And there's a VSC.
VSC.
Stands for Marcus.
Virtual safety car.
There we go. It's on my screen, just like he flew into the wall, but what's most likely happened, he's got caught on that curb and just got flung straight into it. He had a fantastic start to the race.
He did, to be fair, Tom.
And unfortunately, that dreaded curve on the inside has sent him into Narnia. Very unfortunate.
I think he's gone beyond Narnia. There we go then.
There's racing. That was a very short virtual safety car.
Smithy and Atkins.
Side by side, Atkins peeps through. And Atkins into the top 10. Goomba PA is at a decent start.
Got Dre just behind Smithy as well.
Yep, your prediction's in the wall and so is Tom. Stop it.
Hey, stop it.
Spread gets the fastest lap as DRS is now enabled. See a big train here forming.
Mushroom Man's kept himself to himself.
We have a yellow flag. Dre and Schmitty. Dre's going to go up the
Bakey.
inside, I think.
Yeah, Bakey's dropped it, turn 1.
It's a great move. Schmitty's going to go for the switchback. Unbelievable racing between these two. I think Schmitty, both drivers will get DRS here. They have. Dre sits behind Schmitty for the slipstream. He's probably going to send it up the inside. They both make it round.
It's great racing.
Dre's probably going to get a better drive here. He doesn't. Both drivers with DRS. Great bit of racing between these two. Both RRF1 boys. And Schmitty keeps ahead for now. In other news, Hyper Igniter chasing down that race leader. Oh, Hyper sort of has a bit of a wobble. Almost hits the wall.
Allows Grizzler and Spread through. That's allowed Mushroom Man to catch back up into the DRS as well.
Spread with another fastest lap. Go back down to Dre and Schmitty.
Scott's catching up with Bakey.
Shaggy.
Sorry, Shaggy, yeah, you're right.
Shaggy doing the alternate strategy compared to everyone. We'll go down to Scott, because he could look for a move here up the DRS straight.
Shaggy's actually the only one on hards as well.
I know. It's probably going to be a nice easy move for Scott, especially with that DRS and the quicker tyre. And there he goes past Shaggy. Shaggy could have the extra pace on the second stint with the mediums. We'll see.
It's probably the quicker strategy starting on the slower tyre, to be honest.
It is, probably.
But it just, you know, I mean, whenever I try it, whenever I try it, it never works out. A72 and TSD Goomba, really close.
Grezza back in the DRS of Ewan. There's a yellow flag. Mushroom Man has lost it. He's going to have to be careful reversing back out and get back round there. Probably pinch the Red Bull, I presume. He does. Gets back out in front of him. He could be vulnerable.
So A72 still on the back of Goomba. Atkins is right on the back of A72 as well.
Oh, A72. Oh, he's lagged there.
I thought he dropped it then. Oops. Mushroom Man's dropped it again. I'm hoping that isn't rear wing damage.
Cheers for tuning in, Mark. I'm sure you will rewatch it back. It will be an interesting one. As A72 still close in the back of Goomba. Atkins is there as well. And Atkins is going to save his battery here.
Goomba's burning his as well.
Oh my god, no way. Is he feeling alright? A72 going very deep, trying to go around the outside. Doesn't quite work out. He runs really wide, easy. Atkins trying to have a look, but it's never brilliant to go for a move there.
No.
He chooses wisely.
He's done the right thing there, backing out of it. Akadre's literally right on the back of Atkins as well now.
Atkins runs a little bit wide, doesn't get a brilliant exit. Goes back up to the front of the field and Spread, closing in on Grezza.
I'll stick with this little train, the Goomba train at the moment.
Spread looking much more healthy on the battery compared to the drivers in front. Doesn't look like he's going to use too much of it either.
See what Atkins can do here with DRS. I know A72 is going to have it as well, but
just a train, isn't it? Not much that can be done.
A72 went a bit deep. Is Atkins going to get... Oh no! He needs the back end on the exit of that chicane. Just going to let Dre have a little look. Shaggy and Mushroom Man are in a battle.
A72 gets past Goomba. McLaren's side by side around the left-hander. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Looks like Shrews is slightly ahead. He is. That's alright, Tom. If I'm honest, mate, I thought you got lost on the curb and just flew into the wall. You're all good, though.
Bump free here.
Ewan's now a part of this train.
Trying to break the slipstream there to Grezza. Grezza's got a lot more battery at his disposal compared to Ewan.
Atkins slips past Goomba, up into P8 for him.
The spread's got even more than Grezza.
Ewan not looking too healthy compared to the drivers behind him. Gets off the racing line nice and easy. And Davis and Icebreaker slip past. He picked up any wing damage?
Here. No, he didn't hit any wall, he just got caught up on the curve on a double right-hander.
Looks like a Mercedes and Mushroom Man's lost it as well. You could be right here in saying he's got rear wing damage here.
Yeah. It's the only thing I can think of because his tyres would have cooled down by now, you know what I mean?
There's another yellow flag, one of the McLarens. I think it might be Shrews. Oh, the Red Bull almost hits him there. There's Shrews down into P16, Shaggy up to P15. Go back to the front three. Round 8 of this little battle. Ewan trying to break the slipstream.
So that, with Hyperigniter spinning, that takes Spread's attention away from him and he can now focus on Grezza and Ewan in front.
That's it, and he's using slightly more battery down that straight.
Dre is on the back of Greenbutt.
There's another yellow flag.
Teammates for the evening.
Dre slips past Goomba. Oh, Grezza's going to go for it. Grezza and Ewan side by side. On board with Spread for this. Grezza takes the lead. Ewan's battery is flashing.
Yellow flag again. It's hot as Davies.
Davis, no.
He's actually in the wall.
Such a horrible place
not
here.
in a nice place. Yeah, he does
Just
well.
and the Haas has lost it as well. Schmidty, he's lost his front wing there as well, or at least part of it. We've lost a few drivers to that place there. He's lost his whole front wing. So Schmidty will probably be coming in there.
Still no safety car though, obviously there. Schmidty's coming in.
Here comes Spread on Ewan. He's probably going to get the move here. Spread and Ewan side by side. I want to get a good view of this. Spread slips him. Spread could go for the double here, you know.
He's trying it.
He's making Grezza burn his battery. Up the inside he goes. Grezza's still there. On board with Ewan for this. Lovely bit of side-by-side action. Grezza retains P1. There's another yellow flag. Hyper again.
Same corner, I think.
Yeah, I think it is. He's having them there.
Baz and Ninja coming down on him. He's out the way. Now he's got Davies right behind him. I think Davies actually picked up damage.
Nothing visible for Davis.
Maybe not then.
But Hyper Igniter sort of moves out of the way there and lets Davis past. I think Hyper's picked up damage and he comes in there. Yep. Ewan and Grezza trade in positions. I think Grezza's had a bit of a mishap actually. It was Grezza. He's dropped 5 seconds off these two.
Yeah, Grezza's done it.
Grezza's spread 30% battery to defend against Ewan. And Ewan he's near enough empty.
He doesn't need to burn. Yeah, Ewan can just save. He doesn't need to burn. He doesn't need to send it. He just needs to stick with him now, save his battery up.
Davis has lost it again. Not ideal, and Davis down to P14.
Atkins is quite close to A72, who's right up behind Icebreaker as well.
Atkins making some great gains here.
I did say he would.
Let's have a look at the positions gains. He's up 13.
I said both the Red Bulls would make gains.
You did. I think we'll be approaching the pit window soon, if I remember rightly.
Let's give him a commentator's curse. There's no penalties so far, which is good.
No, don't be like that.
Stop it.
Stop it. Atkins. We've got to train an A72 train here, by the looks of things. No, an Icebreaker train, sorry.
Yeah, so look, Fitzstrick, who was quite close to the back of Goomba as well, but Goomba seemed to get a better drive out of those first couple of corners.
See A72 on Icebreaker. He's draining that battery. Oh, A72 has a bit of a wobble there. Oh, and a lag, and he gets past Icebreaker.
Really deep. Icebreaker's going to come back at him here. Switchback move.
The switchback. This is a great angle. Much better drive. Icebreaker and A72 side by side. Icebreaker gets it done. Yeah. Atkins just chilling behind these. Looks like A72's lagging quite a bit. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Ewan's still sticking with spread.
That's all he needed to do, just stick with him and save his battery. But unfortunately, Spread's doing a better job. And Ewan's coming in for the undercut.
There we go. You probably see Spread increase the pace a little bit.
But he's got a bit of battery to burn now. He can try and... Yeah, he is as well. Look. He's probably going to come in the end of this lap.
I think a boost of VRS here as Spread usage just gives you that bit of that downhill up into this corner. It does help. Yeah.
So imagine Spread's probably going to cover that pit stop off and come in this lap. That's why he's burning the battery now.
Atkins and Icebreaker. It's a shit camera angle. Side by side, Atkins gets the DRS. Both of them do. Atkins plenty more battery that he can use. And he's probably going to have the speed here. He does. We're probably going to see a bit more side-by-side action into this chicane. Atkins slightly ahead. Icebreaker trying to go for the switchback. Atkins will have the DRS to defend again. It looks like he's got that move done. Yellow flag.
Ninja's dropped it. And now he's got Scott coming past him by the looks of it. Scott runs really deep though. Baz and Ninja's going to come back up the inside. Leaving a lot of room. Scott doesn't fight that.
Oh, Dre.
Flag.
Dre, that corner again has had so many drivers. He's taken another one. Spreads in the pits.
Told you that.
Let's jump on board with Spread as he covered off Ewan. Keep on board with Ewan.
Ewan's coming around turn 1 now.
I think Spread may have done it here.
It's close, really close.
Very close. I can hear Spread's car.
There he is.
Oh. Very close. Spread's going to have cold tyres.
Ewan's going to get the drive out of the corner there.
Oh, bit of contact. Ewan's got the DRS as well. And there goes Ewan.
That was very close.
Very close, but still Ewan low on the battery. Most drivers serving their pit stops. Schmidt's chucked on the mediums. And there's Shaggy past Icebreaker. Shaggy, of course, started on the hard, so he'll be going a bit longer.
Icebreaker wants to bump him along there.
Here comes Icebreaker to attack him. And he gets past.
Goomba will be the next one on the back of Shaggy. Ewan and Spread, they've split up a little bit. A72 and Atkins are in the pits now then, so Ewan will retake the lead.
Be interesting to see where Atkins comes out. I think he'll probably come out 8th, 9th maybe? I mean, I could be completely wrong there.
Goomba is now with Shaggy. Wise old goat with Shaggy, he's very good at the bending. Goomba knows what Shaggy will do because he does it himself, you know what I mean?
Puts his car in bastard positions. They're going to come out to a bit of traffic here.
Shaggy almost side by side with Atkins.
Goomba chooses smartly. Shaggy leaves it open. Goomba goes for it.
Shaggy's got the drive. I think Goomba's got the battery.
Shaggy is on older tyres as well.
Goomba's going to go. Oh, look, they've both gone past Atkins.
Now it's down to braking. Let's watch Atkins here.
That's great driving.
Shaggy clips a chunk of that curve and it doesn't help him. And Atkins slips past.
That was a great little overtake from Shaggy and Goomba there on Atkins. That was brilliant. Quick strip and A72 side by side into the double right hander. Not nice. Not
helicopter
nice.
view. This is beautiful. Looks like Fritz Tricks just pinched him. Why can't we have this helicopter view every time? And you can see Shaggy in front. I think Shaggy may be struggling for a bit of pace here. But you can't pit yet.
Hold hard now. He's trying to stay out for another 4 laps or so.
I know exactly what Spread's going to do. He's going to chill behind Ewan.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Save his battery and go for it when he needs to.
With that spin after the pit stop, to how much further back Graham is.
But he is going to save his battery. And anything can happen further up the field. As Fritz Trick gets past Shaggy here.
So now Shaggy's got A72 for company. Fritz Trick's battery is flashing away.
A72 is going to go for it here as well. Up the inside of Shaggy. It's good to see Shaggy race from the spectator's point of view. Obviously, we're always racing with him.
Yeah, that's it.
Goomba up into P5. Go on, son.
He has got Atkins for company.
He has. Be interesting to see these two have a good battle. There's a yellow flag. Looks like a Williams Hyper Igniter again. What's going on? Still yet to see a safety car. Commentator's curse. Love a safety car to mix it all up. As Davis comes in for the mediums, I've just noticed, so safety car now would be ideal for him. Schmidty with the first penalty of the night.
16 laps in though, that's not too bad.
It's pretty decent. Spread here on the back of Ewan. Ewan puts his car in a good position to defend, but his lights flashing. Spread absolutely living life with 56% battery.
True was starting to close in on Scott.
Atkins and Goomba
Atkins.
Side by side. Come on.
Davies fastest lap there, 126.5. Goomba
takes
wide.
all of the curb. Got Icebreaker just ahead as well.
Atkins could turn defence into attack here with Icebreaker.
Another yellow flag. That Hyper again, it is.
Oh, I thought it was
Hyper
McLaren.
Igniter again. Not sure if he's reset the track there either, he was ghosting.
That's BSC.
Number 2 of the night.
Actually, Shaggy could pit now. Yes, he knows. He knows. He knows.
He's a wise old man. A wise young man, sorry.
No, you were right first time to be fair.
Don't come for me, Shaggy. I tried calling you young. Mark was having none of it. Chucks the mediums on, and he's going to be on much fresher tyres than everyone else.
And he's going to lose. He'll lose a lot less time. Yeah.
Exactly.
As the Ninjas pitted for mediums as well. So is Hyper Igniter. Yeah, Shaggy's, that's worked out quite well for him to be fair. He's come out in P12. There we go.
Back to racing. And Ewan's actually benefited from that. The spread's dropped off a second.
Goomba and Atkins again.
Goomba slips past, but Atkins still up the inside. He's still there. Ewan with 3 seconds.
That's massive.
Atkins retains P5. Schmidty with nearly no battery. Bakey also no battery. Schmidty's on a quicker tyre. Older tyres though. Should have that bit extra pace as Atkins does Icebreaker.
Great drive so far from Atkins.
He's got the battery to defend here as well. If he needs to. Goomba's going to be on the attack, so Icebreaker might be focusing on that. Spreads back up with that Ewan, sorry. He doesn't necessarily need to overtake him here. He could just cross the line like this and take the win, but I doubt he'll be doing that. And there's a yellow flag.
Atkins.
Bakey's round. Oh, and the Williams almost hits him.
Icebreaker back past Atkins. Atkins looking to take it back.
These three having a great little battle here.
A lot of battery for the Red Bull and the AlphaTauri drivers there. In comparison to Icebreaker.
It's no surprise with Icebreaker with Goomba with his battery. Spread gonna go for it here, he isn't.
The Goomba and Atkins
Bakey.
could,
Goomba,
they could work a little bit in like incognito here. Baz and Ninja's having a look at Mushroom Man.
Up to turn 1.
Yeah.
Baz burning his battery. He's going to have to go up the inside. Just enough racing room left. Mushroom Man runs wide.
I think if he tried to keep that on the track, he would have lost it, so he probably made the right choice.
Yeah. You don't always pick up a warning there.
In the pits.
Once again, this 3-car battle with Icebreaker, Atkins and Goomba. Also got Baz as well, yet still on the back of Mushroom Man. We have a yellow flag, and that looks like...
again, isn't it?
It looks... No, it's... No. Who is it? He's still there. It's Fritz Strick in P9.
Yeah, so it is.
He's got Shrews approaching.
Shrews had a quiet race as well, but he's on the cusp of the top 10.
He's making his way back up there.
A72's come to play in this train now as well.
He has. Grezza's not really catching the front 2 here. He's actually lost 2 seconds.
Dropping off.
Here comes Atkins. More battery than Goomba. And he's got a lot more speed here with Icebreaker. No battery being used. He's probably going to slip in front of him for the chicane.
He has.
Icebreaker could go and have a look back, but he doesn't get a brilliant drive.
He will send it.
He's going to, round the outside. Atkins takes the inside. Who's going to brake later? Oh, Icebreaker.
Little collision there.
Goomba slips past.
Hard racing. Very hard racing. Oh no, Goomba's just tapped Atkins round.
Oh, guys, yellow flags. Wouldn't surprise me if Goomba's going to let Atkins past here eventually. No, Goomba, what have you done? Mushroom Man, 3 seconds.
Yeah, I think that was just a little misjudgment from Goomba, unfortunately. I believe if Atkins does catch him, then Goomba will probably let him by, I would say.
Such a shame to see, obviously, mistakes happen. Hyper with a 3 second. It was a great battle in between those 3 drivers, but we've still got A72 and Icebreaker. And I've just noticed Ewan's had a mishap. And I think Hyperignite just left. Ewan's had a mishap and Spread's got past him.
Yeah.
And Grez is caught up slowly by quite a chunk.
Yeah, if Grezza keeps his foot down and tries to keep it consistent, he could nick that P2 off of Ewan, which in all fairness probably isn't deserved, but these things happen.
Can't pick up any penalties, and Tom, to be fair, mate, you probably had a good chance of having a good race here, potentially winning it. Great start, it's just unfortunate what happened. Baz still on the back of Mushroom Man.
Keeping an eye on A72 here. Not a great deal going on. Atkins almost back up the Goomba again.
Do you know what we need here? Safety car.
Safety car.
Just makes it interesting, doesn't it?
There's been battles all the way through tonight, to be fair.
There have it. It has been a good race, in all fairness. Spread's left. Oh dear.
Is he? I'll just send him an invite home.
He won't be liking that. I'm sure Isaiah would love to drain that battery he's got. And Atkins does overtake Goomba. I don't think Goomba was fighting that very much. I'm sure they're in the same party as well. Dre has joined this party. The icebreaker train continues.
Stroud's just left. He stuck around though. I did invite Master Spread back in.
I bet he probably doesn't know he's left. I'm gonna hazard a guess.
I did send him an invite.
A72 and Dre stood on the back of Icebreaker. A72 sitting comfortably with his battery. Dre not as much. And Icebreaker not as much as well. So A72 is probably in the best position here. I think Spread still hasn't joined back to Ewan's. Closing that gap slightly. It's not ideal. There's a yellow flag. Shrews and Fritz Strick, yeah. Fritz Strick. Got a bit of traffic here. He's just going to watch his tyres on the grass.
Sent him another invite. I don't know if he's back in or not, you know what I mean? I think he might be. Not sure.
Trying to look how the car's driving. Looks like Schmidty's round, I think. Fritz Strick with a 3 second. Yeah, the Spread's definitely back. He went round turn 2 in 6th.
Yeah.
Could potentially see some drivers fuel saving here as well. So I know we've had the BSCs.
Dre having a look at Icebreaker.
No, it's A72 slipped past him. Ferrari P3 and 4 here.
Yeah, decent result for them if it stays that way.
Rez is making some gains onto that Ewan's 3 second, and here comes Dre up the inside of Icebreaker. Icebreaker's going to go for the switchback. Dre still keeps ahead.
Dre kept the DRS as well.
Icebreaker also picked it up. A72. Another yellow flag. I think Fritz Strick's round again.
Yeah.
Excluding those who have DNF. You've had a mare, Hyper. Great qualifying, but shocking race. Mushroom Man still keeping ahead of Baz. He's on the back of Shaggy here. Mushroom Man is racing with rear wing guns. He's doing a great job.
Perez is only like just over a second out of Ewan's penalty now.
E72 is in a great position here. Fritz Strick comes into the pits, probably for a set of softs as he does. Davis up to P14.
There goes Mushroom Man. A72's dropped it, I think. Yeah.
He has, yeah. And there's traffic behind him. Ace Atkins and Goomba.
She's Dre up to P4.
Whereas at 8/10 off that 3-second penalty of Ewan's. 3 laps remaining.
Two Aston Martin swapping places there.
Fritz should be going for the fastest lap here. What's his battery? 60% currently. That's it in him. Icebreaker almost out of DRS to Dre. I think he's picked it up. Here comes
The sun, doo-doo-doo-doo.
Baz potentially gonna have a look at getting past Shaggy here up the straight. Usherman does have a 3 seconds, so if these two drivers can stick with him, they'll be jumping him. Baz with the DRS, he's going to pull any closer to Shaggy. Quite. Go back up to Goomba and Atkins.
Yeah, that's one I've been stuck on for a little while.
Wonder if either driver picked up damage. It was slow speed contact, but anything can happen with this game.
Well, Baz is right up with Shaggy now.
Shaggy tries to go up the inside. The last corner doesn't quite pay off. Rez has got that gap down to 4/10 now. Pushing for that P2. There's a yellow flag. I think Fritz Trick. Yeah, Fritz Trick's round again. He's going to let his teammate Bakey pass. Here comes Baz on Skin Shaggy. Shaggy not really defending. He can't really do much. Almost come together there.
Yeah, I just see that. Sort of drifted right into him. Goomba and Atkins still close. They've had a pretty good battle to be fair tonight.
Shaggy with the DRS here though, and the ERS. He's going to go round the outside. Baz pinching him as far as he can. Shaggy's going to have to go the long way round.
This is horrible side by side down here. Don't do it.
Oh, bit of contact. Shaggy keeps P12. And then Schmitty with the fastest lap, 26.4. Field sort of slowly opening up now. This is the only real fight. Greza 3/10 still off the 3 seconds of Ewan.
Yeah, he'll push him.
Greza's got no battery, nor does Ewan. They are both pushing to sort of secure their positions.
Baz is still really close to the back of Skin Shaggy. You've got Davies in the pits.
Here comes Baz. Davis has gone for that fastest lap. Baz and Shaggy side by side. Oh god.
Davies has been lapped though.
He has. Has he?
Sure
Yeah, I
he
don't
has.
think. Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's going to complete.
No, he's not.
I don't think he lost any position there.
Reza is in the 3 seconds.
There we go. On the last lap. These two Wednesday lads having a great battle. I think Shaggy's dropped off slightly. Goomba and Atkins still fairly close.
This is probably going to be Goomba's last chance. He needs to be in that
onto
DRS though.
No, I think he's fallen off. Bakey with a 3.
And Atkins has got loads more battery than Goomba as well.
Atkins is chilling. Grezza just right on the cusp. He has no battery left. We'll keep on board with Grezza now. We approach the end of Sector 3. We'll jump on board with Spread, I suppose. Gets the race win, secures the championship. And he's won the treble. Unless he bins it on the final lap. And here comes Spread to slowly cross the line. And he's won the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and the treble. And Grezza, always going to be close. He does jump Ewan.
That's, wow, look, just over a tenth.
How close that was. The reserve of Akadre and the AlphaTauri is going to cross the line P4.
P4, great result from Dre.
Great points for AlphaTauri, even though we don't need them. But well into for Dre. Icebreaker P5. Well. Yeah, Icebreaker had a great race. A lot of defending to do. Atkins and Goomba, great battling. A72 and Scott will cross the line here. Great result for the Red Bulls, considering their qualifying, you did say.
Yeah, decent result from Shrews as well. Came in at the last minute and he's managed to get a top 10 finish.
Considering Mushroom Man hasn't raced this game in a long time, he was telling me a P12 result is not too shabby. And there we go.
And that is the Monday division and dusted.
I've got my driver of the day, and it's this man there.
Yeah, that's exactly it, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's valid. So Atkins gets driver of the day, so the extra point from myself and the Dark Mark. We don't need to see them lift the trophies. But there we go. Spread takes the win and wins the championship for the Monday division. Congratulations to him. Grezza pinches Ewan on the final lap to secure P2. And Ewan for the final podium position for P3. Dre reserve in P4. Icebreaker and our driver of the day, Mr. Atkins, P6. Goomba, great result for him as well. Up 4 positions, P7. A72, Scott and Shrews complete the top 10. Baz and Mushroom Man, P11 and 12. Shaggy, Davis and Bakey complete the scoring positions with Fritz Strick, Hyper Igniter, Schmidty completing the final stand-ins who survived, as the podium guys will be joining us. But in all fairness, I didn't see fastest lap was Schmidty. There you go. Yep. I'll leave you the bottom guys.
Schmidty.
But yeah, I didn't really see many crazy incidences there. Obviously, no safety car. So a great end to the season. And now it's just a Wednesday, guys, to tackle this on Wednesday, and then we're done.
So we've got Grezza and Spread. I'm not sure if Ewan's going to join.
We'll send him another invite. If he doesn't join, we'll try and get Dre in. We always like to interview free. I think Dre had a great result, to be fair to him as well.
Definitely.
We'll get Dre in if both of them join.
His mic doesn't work.
There we are. We'll send Dre an invite. We'll start off the interviews now, and I'll do the order Mr. Gunners did on Saturday. Yesterday, sorry, in TSD. Now Spread, and there's Dre. Spread. P4 qualification. I'm sure you were a little bit disappointed with that, but you take home the win and you take home the championship. You've won the treble. We can call you Alex Ferguson. Well done, mate. Don't look like him, mate.
Cheers.
But yeah, I mean, the fact you joined the season, not from the beginning, a little bit of chunk way in, and taking home the championship, obviously proves you've got a little bit of pace in you. So well done.
And proves that Plum's just a massive bottle job.
Massive, huge fucking bottle job. And a massive disappointment to the AlphaTauri boys. But anyway, Spread, take us through this race, mate. And congratulations for the win.
Yeah, bottled quality a bit. Was down in the first sector by 700s. Managed to get a tenth, just over a tenth and a half up, and dropped it in the left-hander. So yeah, I didn't really improve much. I think half a tenth I improved by in the end on my final run, but there was more time in it than that. But the car's built for race, not for qualifying. The pace in the race was brilliant. I was so comfortable in the car. Yeah, just sat in a train, settled in, and then started putting a bit of pressure onto Greza, trying to get him to push a bit, to get Ewan to push a bit to burn the batteries. So I was sat comfortable. Then Greza had a moment. Greza got through, and then I managed to follow through. And then Greza had a moment. So yeah, that handed P1 to me. Ewan managed to get it back with the pit stops, but once I just got in that DRS again, and his patch, he was flashing, and
That was a
I
great
was.
battle, to be fair, coming out the pits
It
between you two.
was.
It was. He did it. I've seen what he did as well. He put the brakes on just before the DRS and then let go of them to come back round the outside. It was quite clever, to be fair. Very clever. So, yeah, no, fair play to him for that. But, yeah, man just managed to... we had a bit of a battle under the hotel, and we touched under the hotel, and he just spun him round. I feel like I've left loads of room, but I've got a defence clip anyway, so I'll send it in if I need to.
No worries.
But, yeah, other than that, it was a great race.
Every
Awesome.
race, there's always an incident with you, and you
Yeah.
do need to be punished. So if we do get a clip in, as a steward,
So,
you will get the title taken off you, and Plum will get it. So well done, Plum.
okay.
On to the next one. No, I'm joking.
Well done, Plum.
No, I'm joking, mate. Well done.
He's horrible, isn't he?
He's all... Greza.
Glizzer,
Go on, Spread.
Hello.
Marcus, sorry.
how sweaty are you trying to get into that 3-second gap?
Sweating me nads off. It's a bit annoying because I dropped it. I just had a slight lapse of concentration,
Yeah.
touched too much curb, and I didn't trust the car after that for the next 5 or 6 laps. So I was sort of just hovering P3 after the stops. As soon as Ewan spun and got 3 seconds, I was like, right, that's an aim. And I started pushing the car a bit more, and I was like, it could go on me any corner here now. And I'm just going to go for it and just take quality laps, taking a bit of risk in those long corners where the car could have stepped out again. But by a 110, oh my god, I was pushing flat out for it.
Yeah,
And it was
literally
well into
was.
Ewan.
It was 0.118, I think it was. Very
Yeah.
close. We were keeping an eye on the gap. But yeah, no, great race in the end for yourself. Like I will say it, and then you'll probably admit it yourself. I said it during the stream. You could potentially get P2 here, is what I said during the stream. But you probably don't deserve it, if you know what I mean. But
Ooh.
at the end of the day, no, what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, with the fact that you dropped it, and you probably didn't expect to get P2 after you dropped it. So
No, I was cruising to P3,
Yeah.
and then as soon
That's
as
what
I
I
had a
mean.
target, because Ewan was in range, I thought, fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it worked out quite well for you in the end, even if Spread did take him out to help you out. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
But no, well done on your P2, mate.
Okay.
Now, we couldn't get Ewan in. We'll say congratulations to him for unfortunately losing out on second, but getting the final podium position. Well done. And obviously, we saw some great battling between you and Spread. And to finish the season with a podium is always a bonus, so well done, mate. Now, we've got our reserve driver in, Mr. Dre. What a performance that was.
Well, yeah, I guess it was good, but I fucked up the quality going right into Atlan's back. But yeah, it was a decent race. I had some decent pace, so yeah, it was fine.
And
I
we're
mean-
not going to complain, mate, because you've got some decent points there for AlphaTauri. So
Yeah, we love AlphaTauri. But yeah, well done, mate. Obviously, you've reserved a couple of times, and from what we've seen, you've been an excellent driver. So, and we know what you like in PRF1 as well. So, well done to you. That's it from me. Marcus, do you have anything to add?
no, just great drive and great drive from everyone tonight. Just want to give a quick shout out to the guys that did jump in tonight's reserve. We kind of we dropped the rule of reserves crossing divisions tonight, and we will be doing the same on Wednesday. So keep an eye out in the Monday chat if you do want to fancy a race on Wednesday. I know the new game is out tomorrow, or midnight tonight, or midnight tomorrow, or whenever it fucking is, for the Champions Edition people. But for some people, they might not be able to afford that. There is a race going on Wednesday, so there is spaces. Keep an eye, and you are more than welcome to jump in. But yeah, apart from that, thanks to all the Monday guys this season. They've put on a brilliant show. I've managed to catch about half of them, but Aaron has been here, ever present, doing the streams all season. So big thanks to Aaron for doing that. And let's move on to next season and a new game.
Excuse me. Yes, exactly that. To add to what Marcus said, obviously, well done to all the drivers that participated this season. If you've left us, if you joined us recently, it's been a great show from you all. And quite an interesting battle towards the final 5 races of the season with the championship, which we always like to see. It's a shame Plum couldn't turn up tonight to obviously see the battle continue. But yeah, once a massive congratulations to Spread for another championship. Information on the new season, when we will start up, etc., will be out probably within the next month or so, next couple of weeks to a month. Obviously, we'll be putting a sign-up post on the page, so keep an eye out for that. If you want a seat next season, obviously, full-time drivers that are with us now will obviously be essentially guaranteed a spot if you sign up. So make sure to get in early once that's posted. On to Wednesday, standard stuff. Mr. Gunner's in the comms box, potentially with Mad Mark if he's about. I'm sure someone might join him as well. 8:30 on this channel for the final race of the season for the whole of RRF1. So make sure to tune into that. And there's a battle for P2 which I'm involved in with Mr. Tom Shroudy. So I'm sure that'll be interesting to watch. And as Marcus said, any Monday drivers that want to get involved, and Saturday drivers obviously that want to get involved in that, will be posting a message into the chats at some point during Wednesday afternoon. So make sure to keep an eye out. Thanks for watching, guys. Any clips over to myself or Lee as standard procedure. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in to all the streams this season. And join us for the final one on Wednesday. Have a good night, guys.